Loyalty cards. Retailers and consumers alike are feeling the pinch as petrol price increases and an interest rate hike have left the pockets of South African consumers a bit tight. Many retailers, however, have turned to loyalty programs to entice customers. Amanda Cromhout, the founder and chief executive of Truth, joins us now for a look at this landscape in South Africa. She joins us from Cape Town. Amanda, how big is it in South Africa? Every time I go into a store these days, they say, by the way, do you have a loyalty card? And I feel a little bit disloyal by actually not, by saying I haven't got one.
Oh, Lindsay, you should have one. You could save a lot of money. I think in South Africa, the marketplace has caught up dramatically in the last couple of years. Really, a few years ago, if you'd asked me this question, I'd say we were certainly lacking globally behind the big markets internationally. But we've seen an absolute explosion in South Africa with a lot of the retailers, as you just mentioned, but also in the financial services industry and the leisure industry. So there really is, as you say, if you open your wallet these days, certainly my wallet is bulging with cards, but the real challenge for consumers and for the brands is how do you make it really worthwhile for a customer to have that piece of plastic in their wallet? And that's the key answer the brands have got to be able to explain to their customers and make sure it makes value for the customers.
Also joining our conversation is Jaco Oosthuizen, Momentum Multiplies CEO. Is your wallet bulging with cards there, Jaco?
It is, but you need to have the right cards, Lindsay. So I think the world is changing dramatically in this loyalty space, and the buzzword at the moment is client centricity. So particularly in the financial services world, you know, the typical financial product is not engaging with the end consumer. You only use it, you know, when you claim and so on. So how do we actually engage with you on a day-to-day basis? And that is where Multiply wants to play a role, you know, and actually combine all these cards eventually into one card for you.
Yeah. It's interesting, though, if you, for example, Wayne, you probably agree with me on this because you're a numbers man. If you've got, say, a Pick and Pay Smart Shopper card, and you spend 10,000 Rand, you get, you get 100 Rand back or something. That 100 Rand's got to come from somewhere. It's either got to be increased volumes from Pick and Pay because of the loyalty card, or they've got to push prices up, surely.
No, it is.
I'm not picking on Pick and Pay, by the way.
No, I think, you know, Smart Shopper has done a tremendous job. From our clients' perspective, they are the most recognised program in the market within a very short space of time. I think the biggest advantage that you have in a program like Smart Shopper or Multiply is that it gives you extra data, you know, to understand your clients and giving them specific products and information that where they can save, you know. So I think in the end where we want to get is an individualized program specifically for you and tailor-made for yourself.
Amanda, bring you back in on this one now. If you have a look at all the cards that there are, the proliferation of cards, if you just flick open your wallet now, you can probably pick out the one or two or three that work best for you. Tell us what they are and why.
Well, you mentioned Pick and Pay Smart Shopper, so I'll kick off with that. So whilst the value proposition to the customer is a 1%, really the value comes from knowing how to use the program combined with some of the other partners Smart Shopper has, looking out for the special promotions. So I could easily have a significant return from my Smart Shopper card. I personally choose to switch my points into Avios, which allows me to get free flights. So it really adds value if I can make it add up in that way for me. The other big programs out there are eBucks, and I think in South Africa virtually everyone states eBucks is a huge program. And you can really, if you use it well and use it with their partners, I mean, maybe it's a reflection of how much I spend, but I can make it add up to about 6,000 Rand a year to be able to cash in. Now, I don't want to turn away 6,000 Rand, and I'm not doing anything differently other than choosing to pay with my FNB card or choosing to use the retailers that FNB through eBucks works with. So there's lots of these programs that use other programs to enrich their own program, and if you can understand that, then you can really extract super value from it. And then there's some programs that stand alone. You say, like, Exclusive Books is a really rich program if you shop at Exclusive Books. They've got a fantastic program. They offer the rewards at the point of sale when you want to redeem, and they really help you get value from it. So whether you're shopping for your books, whether you're buying nappies from Clicks, whether you're buying groceries from Pick and Pay or Woolworths, you can extract real value. I mean, Woolworths is a completely different proposition. There's no points involved. but you can get real big discounts as you shop. So I'm sure you've seen the signs, 20% off for W Rewards program holders. And W Rewards, they've just won a global award for the grocery loyalty program globally, and my score for the CSI program globally. That's an enormous accolade for South Africa. So it is seriously must be adding value to their customers, and I'm sure to win that award they had to yield some commercial results. So for the brand itself, it will also be yielding some results.
Amanda Waynia, when you look at the Pick and Pay loyalty card, they were late to the game. The other partners, the other competition was just cleaning them out, specifically Woolworths. They had to come up with something. Now, who's going to have the next best thing that every other retailer? What's happening overseas? Are there any specific movements on this front? Because now it's actually part and parcel of shopping. You just get a card because it gives you that 0.5% or 1% payback or benefit, and ultimately prices will go up to pay for that because, you know, nothing's for free. So are there any movements overseas specifically that might change the landscape in the loyalty card or loyalty points department?
What a great question. Yeah, absolutely. We track globally what's going on, obviously, to bring the best into South Africa. The biggest trend that we see coming through is social loyalty, social rewards. So what do I mean by that? If you think about where your customers are most comfortable to engage, it's in the social space, Facebook, Twitter. So globally what's happening is brands are engaging with customers, not in a force-fed way like just promoting products, but talking to their customers, engaging with them, making it fairly interesting, but also rewarding their customers for their social engagement. So what does that mean? It basically means I can earn points. Let's just take clicks, for example. I can earn points in clicks as I do today, but if I start getting excited about Clicks Baby Club through social media and talking about baby stuff online, they'll also reward me with points. So it allows me to earn faster. It allows me to be engaged with their brand so long as they're sending stuff that's interesting. I'm not going to promote stuff that isn't interesting. But the social rewards element is enormous internationally and is really starting to hit South Africa. So much so, we believe in it so passionately, we've created the platform from which brands can do this. A piece of tech that can empower brands to reward their customers for being social about them. And it really is a global trend. And we're seeing whether financial services or retailers, and the other big trend that goes together with this is to start rewarding your customers before they've even thought about buying from you. So the typical programs give you the discount as you spend with them at the point of sale. Now brands are able to, through great technology, reward you for stepping into the shopping mall, reward you for stepping through the doors of that brand, reward you for going to a certain aisle to look at kids' toys, if that's what they're promoting. Because of the technology that maps where you are in store, it picks up an app on your smartphone.
Amanda, I'm just going to bring Jaco in here. You get me too excited with all these rewards. I need to calm down a bit. What I don't quite understand is the other side of the coin here. It's not just what you're giving back to your customer. You're also getting something out of it as a retailer, aren't you? You are gaining this enormous amount of data on the spending patterns of a customer, and that must be enormously beneficial for what goes on the shelves and the future direction of the store.
I think it's a very good question, but given that we are an insurer, not a retailer, it's important for us to partner with the right retailers in our environment. But I think we're also a wellness program. So we are mainly a wellness program, driving certain behavior. You know, so one of the trends that we, for example, see is wearables. You know, they call it the Internet of Things. You know, I'm actually wearing 2 here at the moment, tracking all my steps, my sleep patterns, etc. So it's very, very valuable for us as a financial services company to understand the behavior of our clients, for whether it's from spending their patterns, and we've also created a very unique value proposition around financial wellness and making people financially well. So we find that clients are under financial pressure, and we're providing for them the tools on our website now to really engage with us and help understand how to better budget, and you know, and to actually taking our financial advisors on the journey with our clients, and enabling them as well to make our clients more financially well, and through that, getting that data to give the best value proposition to our end consumer.
Amanda, final question to you. How on earth do you understand this? Because as there's so many cross-promotions between different companies, between financial services companies and retailers, it must be very difficult to actually get the most out of the cards that you've got. Is it easy? Is there some kind of trick to it?
I don't think there's any golden trick. We always work with our clients to try and simplify their programs to try and help consumers, because I think the winners going into the next era of loyalty will be those who are able to simplify, offer real value and not complicate it. So there is no simple trick, I'm afraid. I often say if someone can help me understand whether I can get flights quicker on Kalula through eBucks or Vitality or Momentum, then please give me a call, because it's very complicated. But I just wanted to quickly, if you don't mind, Lindsay, answer your previous question about retailers. There is no question at all, if retailers are doing loyalty programs, that they should be doing it as well as to say thank you and give back to their customers, but to extract the data insight. Financial services companies know their customers. They have ID numbers and customers tell them who they are. They have to. But a retailer, unless they have some sort of financial services or loyalty offering, don't know their customers and can't mine that data. So you can read the reports on Pick n Pay. They didn't do Smart Shopper just to give back 1%. Yes, that's important to them, but they did it to extract data and get to know their customer better and drive their business strategies better. And it's mission critical for these brands to do that. It's commercial suicide if they have a loyalty program and they're not doing that.
Amanda, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for your time this evening. That's Amanda Cromhout, who is the Chief Executive of Truth, and also thanks to Jaco Oosthuizen, Momentum Multiplies CEO. We're heading into a break now. More Business Tonight right after that.